This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tip-off coming up shortly from Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors, even if that didn't happen. So, Warriors, champs, deservingly.
Yeah, a ditto. I certainly echo that sentiment for what it's worth. And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Everybody live on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke. This is Kevin Hart. And it's the Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. Irving with it. Now Green defending. James with it. Back to Irving. Pocket 6. Off target with his 3.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. LeBron dishes to Irving. The screen from Thompson. 3-pointer. Cleveland the rebound. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Golden State. 3-on-3. And the wide open shot from Green. It's good from long range. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
LeBron passes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Love with the screen on Barnes. Out to the right wing, and it's Love penetrating. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin, and Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as 3-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team, and I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Love. 6 points for him. The Cavaliers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
Good game for Love. He's already up to 8 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Here's Smith. Outside Irving. Down low. Bogut against Love. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Love's got 10.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Smith kicks to Irving. Green with the block. To the inside. And stolen by LeBron. On up the court. Thompson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Love. They get it back. Here's Smith. Curry with the steal. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself, and you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Barnes hits them both. The Cavaliers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to Love. Love with the screen on Thompson. LeBron passes to Love. 5 on the clock. Leaner from distance, and that's good for 2. Love's got 12 points in the game. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Here's James following the basket by Stephen Curry. They set the pick. Irving against Thompson. Irving kicks to LeBron. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Thompson. And that misses. That would have put him up. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the inside. Love. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
John Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq. Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Now here's Green following the miss by Kyrie Irving. LeBron dishes to Smith. Curry against Irving. Down low, out to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Livingston, that's good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Barnes. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry passes to Livingston. Feeds to Green. Shoots. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. To the paint. Green with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Livingston kicks to Curry. Passes it to Livingston. He feeds it to Green. Curry with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Cleveland leading by 3. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. That's good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
It's a pick by Love. Here's James. Kicks it to Love. And that one hits back iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
And stolen by James. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
On its way from Irving for two. Cannot hit. AT that time from Curry. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. From deep, Green. Love grabs the board.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's James. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Barbosa's checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for Irving. Here's Barbosa, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Inside, here's Fry. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Barbosa dishes to Livingston. From deep, Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And 11 points for Draymond Green.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Livingston kicks to Green. Pass to Barbosa. All sorts of time. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. 1:35 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Shumpert. The feed to Dellavedova. LeBron against Iguodala. There's the pick. James dishes to Fry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fry's got his first basket of the night.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Cleveland. Barbosa's shot is off.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dellavedova, picked by Mozgov, or on the shot clock. High post try. Cleveland gets it back. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That's good for Mozgov. Some changes for Golden State. Vasili's checked in for Spates. Rush comes in for Draymond Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Mozgov hits them both. Here's Iguodala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's the screen. To the middle. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Iguodala, right side. Plenty of space. No good.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Azealia is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Clark in at the 1 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Cleveland leading by 10. The screen from Thompson. Smith the pass to Thompson. The dish to Dellavedova. Beyond the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Here's the screen. Outside jumper. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer. You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind. But I think he's just trying to give them a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Pass to Fry. 6 to shoot. The screen from Thompson. Here's Shumpert. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Shoots from 14, buries the jump shot. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Checked in for Azil. Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ian Clark. Cleveland also making some changes. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving against Curry. And the pass to Love. That one bounces around and comes back out. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. And the shot is good. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Smith outside. Outside Irving. With some arc. And the layup is up and in. Irving's got his first 2 points.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Curry kicks to Green. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good D by Love. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving attacking. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. Curry outside. Count the bucket. Curry's got 9.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Back to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Now he started to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his 3-point attempts.
To the paint, here's Love. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Back to Green, stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. Here's Shumpert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And that one falls for Shumpert.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away at New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Mozgov dishes to Irving from 11 feet away, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Love. They get it again. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach grew up. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Barbosa passes to Livingston. Shot to stop the run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
First free throw is good.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And both free throws good for Spates. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And that one's good, Irving.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Iguodala kicks to Barbosa. Iguodala against LeBron. Iguodala dishes to Spates. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Feeds it to Irving. Trying to find Mozgov. Gets it to him. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Warriors trail by 9. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Green. He dishes it to Barbosa. Back to Green. And stolen by LeBron. Passes it to Shumpert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And he sinks the second. And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
On its way from Barbosa for 2. Again, Golden State.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Barbosa against Shumpert. Here's Mozgov. And he dunks it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
The kick out to Irving. 14 feet away, and he connects with the jumper. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Iman Shumpert. And the Warriors with possession here. A 12-point game. Left side, Irving. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
To end the run, will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Outside Irving to the wing right side. Fry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Barbosa kicks to Iguodala. They set the pick. Off the pick. And the Warriors get it back. And that one's good. Seeley's got his first 2 points.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Irving misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Livingston passes to Barbosa. Floats one up, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And Barbosa drops them both.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Rush from outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that 3-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
Irving dishes to Dellavedova. There's a screen. He feeds it to Fry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fry's got 5.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. The Cavaliers leading by 13. James outside. To the paint. Rush with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barbosa with the ball. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Ian Clark.
Here's Livingston. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 21 points and 5 rebounds. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
The job that guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right side and straight to the rim.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard. But they recover it. Barnes can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 13. Smith with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Outside Irving. Dishes to James. Soft touch off the glass. James has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. Curry kicks to Green. Offline with his three. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Irving passes to Love. Love with the screen for Smith. Back to Love. Kicks it to James. Cleveland moving it around. Love with a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson in the corner. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson. And that's 11 points for Barnes.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
It's a pick by Love. Irving for 3, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 20 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something right.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the paint, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Warriors ball.
Warriors trail by 17. Outside Curry. And Thompson sends it back. They recover it. That's good. Bogut's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Irving dishes to LeBron. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Love.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Green against James. The drive by Green. No good from Bogut. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Irving kicks to James. Here's Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson passes to Curry. There's Green with the 3. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Now here's Irving. He's got 20. With the floater. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Open shot, Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Love outside. From the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors trail by 18. Barnes dishes to Curry. Screen by Bogut. Smith against Thompson. Here's Curry. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Curry's got 11 points.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Irving attacking. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Oh, such a field shot there.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Here's Irving. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work.
Bogut. A switch here also for Cleveland. Shumpert, who's checked in for LeBron. Warriors trail by 16.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
All right now, gentlemen,
Two shots. Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are, Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And both free throws good for Spates.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland.
Matthew Dellavedova.
And Shumpert kicks to Love. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
The drive by Thompson. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Dellavedova's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors trail by 16. To the wing on the left. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Shumpert gets a wide open look, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Shumpert's got 9.
Assisted by
The Warriors shooting 43% from the field. Curry passes to Thompson. Green kicks to Curry. Spates against Thompson. Goes up the baseline. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Love with the screen on Curry. Dellavedova dishes to Love. And it's Spates with the rebound. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
2 on the clock. Here's Thompson. And the shot falls short this time. Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. Had the space there, but it's offline. Warriors trail by 18. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Love against Green. And it's Love penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Love's got 8 here in the quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Here's Spates. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his third personal foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Ian Clark's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. So he gets them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Dellavedova. He's got 5. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Unloads from 13. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fry's got 7 points in the game. Here is Livingston. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Releases. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got his first points in this one.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Smith kicks to Dellavedova, shoots from 14, and it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game, and that one's good by Clark. Here's Dellavedova, 5 points in the game. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Shooting for Golden State, Ian Clark. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cleveland leading by 13. Picked by Mozgov. 14 feet away. Rush grabs the miss. The Warriors shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. James left side. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 11, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors trail by 11. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Green dishes to Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for the Warriors, Klay Thompson.
That free throw good from Thompson. Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. And he can't hit the second. Cleveland leading by 10. James, the pass to Irving. Back to LeBron. 14 feet away. And it's sent back by Bogut. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 8 points for Andre Iguodala. Now Cleveland shooting 47%, pretty solid. And here's Irving. It's up a 3, and the shot is good. Irving's got 23 points.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Bogut dishes to Thompson. Back to Bogut. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
One shot, gentlemen.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Here's Irving. And yes, sir, that one drops.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one. Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 25 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Warriors trail by 11. Curry kicks to Thompson. Fades. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving can't hit. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Curry. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. LeBron outside. Screen by Smith. Love with the screen on Iguodala. LeBron drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Warriors, Kevin Love. At the line for 2.
No good on that one. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Now Curry. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Thompson inside, working on Smith. Thompson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Smith the pass to James. Screen by Smith. Deflects the pass. Irving's shot is good. Curry with it. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. From deep, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Some information for us, Doris.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Smith dishes to Irving. Out to the right wing. Bogut against Love. Just 4 to shoot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. On the wing, Thompson. They get it back. Bogut lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bogut's got 9 points here in the second half. LeBron kicks to Love. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Curry against Irving. Bogut with a screen on Smith. The drive by Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Green gets it to go.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Irving kicks to Love. To the middle. Here's Smith. That's in there. Love with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence. Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And that one misses.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
I'm not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Love with the screen on Curry. Irving drives in. He used that pick to get in close. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Klay Thompson. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Irving passes to Smith. The feed to Love. Deflects the pass. A 3-ball. Smith, no luck.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Again, the miss by Thompson.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
4-on-3 break. Here's Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Screen by Bogut. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. Cleveland leading by 4. Smith dishes to Irving. Love with the screen on Thompson. Here's Irving. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Irving's got 12 now in this quarter. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Green kicks to Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 5 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Screen by Bogut. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Irving passes to LeBron. Little turnaround. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson dishes to Barnes. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Barnes hits them both.
Some good play tonight for Barnes. 13 points, and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. In the corner, Smith with it from outside the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
That free throw, no good. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And the second free throw, good. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He's got 13 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Warriors trail by 6. And Curry, here we go. Down low, Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 13 points for Bogut.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Irving. Thompson with the rebound. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And that one's good. Barnes.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll. They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. The open shot, Love, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like. That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Outside Curry. Green left side. On the wing, Thompson. Love against Barnes. Shoots off the step back. Good D by Thompson.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Irving with the ball. Bogut picks him up. Fader on the way. James, no good.
This fires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. Tough day so far.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
It's stolen by Bogut. Curry against Smith. It's with the drive. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. And another miss by Cleveland. The dish to Barnes. Here's Green. Yes!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Against LeBron. Pass to Irving. Back to James. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Irving. The pass to James. Oh, off target. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. And we saw good.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Berg, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Bogut. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Tonight, Andrew Bogut was doing what he does best, scoring and getting under his opponent's skin and leading his team to victory. He did all the little things that you need to be a championship team. Plenty of offense, timely blocks, key rebounds. He was the guy tonight in the middle.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.